Good afternoon, beekeepers and bee enthusiasts. How you doing? It is a great day out today, and we have got a lot planned for you. But first, I wanted to show you the swarm hive we have located at the Fort Campbell location on our property, dedicated to my grandfather, Jim Campbell. And we put the swarm hive up probably about a month ago, and now we're actually starting to see some activity on the outside. So we're not totally sure if there's a swarm on the inside or not, but what we do know at least is there's a swarm in the area that's definitely checking out the swarm hive, and maybe they might be possibly moving in sometime soon. So we will keep you updated, but for today we have got a great show. We are going to be going to our Forestry Hive, which is located on the rear side of our property. We're going to be taking the swarm hive down and moving them into a main hive. And so we're going to have close-up video. You're going to be able to see it. It's going to be a really good time. And just stick around. It's going to be great. So if you like the video, give us a like. If you have a good time, consider subscribing. And here we go. Okay, so here we are at our brand new Forestry Hive. And if you look right above me right here, you'll actually see the swarm that we caught around a month ago. But anyway, we caught it in one of our swarm hives. And so, of course, what we'll be doing now is transferring the swarm hive down to a main hive where they will have better insulation, better protection. And yeah, it'll be really nice. So you're probably wondering, how did we get to this kind of position we're in now? How do you catch bees? Well, we've got a wonderful video on our YouTube called The Swarm Catcher. You can check out that video. It'll teach you everything you need to know about how to catch swarms. But to keep it very simple, you basically get a 10-gallon box. You get some foundation with some, you get some frames with some foundation on the inside. You get lemongrass essential oil, put it about 10 to 15 feet up in the air. And then basically during the swarm season or throughout other parts of the season, you can have some honeybees move in. And that's what they did just now. And they're looking, I'm guessing there's going to be a lot of bees in this box because they've had a lot of activity on the outside. So if you kind of look around the other locations, you can kind of see what our property looks like a little bit and what the bees will have in their general area. As you can see, it's just a lot of woods and a lot of green. So this is the really the ideal location for some honeybees. And we think they're really going to enjoy this spot, and it's going to be really nice. So we're loving it, and we are really excited to get our brand new honeybees down to their new home. So here we go. It should be fun, and let's do it. Okay, so we were able to get the swarm hive out of the tree. We've got it right here. We're going to be lowering the frames into this new main hive. One thing to remember, whenever you're transferring from your swarm hive to your main hive, you pretty much want to keep the frames in the same order that you take them out of the hive, because the bees have their own way of sorting the frames. And so basically we like to keep that order because it's just better for them. So here we go. We're going to see a lot of bees, but it should be fun. Now we did have a little bit of ants in the hive, but sometimes when you put swarm hives up in a tree, that can definitely happen. It's nothing to worry about. You just kind of brush them off. Now, one big thing we want to look for when we're going through these bees is we want to see if they have brood. If they have brood, that means the queen is inside and she's laying. As you can see, these little brown dots here, that's lots of brood, so that's looking really good. I could sit here and basically search for the queen the whole time. If I'm seeing that brood, I'm pretty happy with what I'm seeing. We don't want to crush any girls. These bees are looking really good. My mom, who owns the farm,
Paying for the farm.
Paying for the farm. She has planted a lot of flowers in the area. All kinds of different wildflower and sunflower and all kinds of great stuff. Just to help the bees out and give them something to eat.
We have a lot of sourwood trees.
We do have a lot of sourwood trees
On the farm, and that's the reason I picked this farm, or me and Alan, because of the sourwood trees. And they're all around Stone Mountain, and it's just a very healthy area for them. Well, it sure is a healthy swarm hive.
Yeah, they look really good. And you can learn to catch swarms too. It's not hard at all. In fact, we caught our first swarms last year. And we were just so shocked by how easy it was. I'm seeing food, I'm seeing brood. I'm happy, I'm very happy with this swarm hive, with this colony. It's got a very good laying queen. And of course we are adding 3 frames at the end here. So that'll give them something to work on. Put our divider board. And that's basically about it. Oh, I do need to shake off the swarm hive. Inside your swarm hive box, if you take a look, you pretty much got a box full of bees. So the best thing you can do is just open up your hive and shake them off on the inside and then close it up once you're done with that. So. Alrighty. And that's about it. Okay, so we were able to get the swarm from the swarm hive down to the main hive. And as you can see around where the swarm hive is, there's a lot of bees starting to congregate. These are the foragers that are basically returning home, and they're like, where's the house at? But you don't have to worry, because what's happening here at the main hive is bees are actually congregating to the outside to fan their wings and spread pheromone out in the air. And this is why we always keep our main hives within 30 feet of where the swarm hive is so the bees up there can smell that pheromone coming from now the main hive, which is down here, and they will actually return home. So it's nothing to worry about, but it is something to pay attention to if you are putting bees in a main hive. If you take your main hive at first like 1,500 feet away, then a lot of these bees that come up here won't be able to find their way home. And there's a method for fixing that. Basically, you have to take your swarm hive away for like 2 weeks, and then you bring it back. But we find the simplest way is just to put your main hive out within 30 feet of where your swarm hive is. So.
And then explain what you've done with the swarm hive and how long.
We have the swarm hive down here, of course, because there are still a few bees on the inside. And so we're allowing them to kind of find their way up here. And that's about it. So we really hope you enjoyed the video. We had a great day today. It's very exciting to be able to take a swarm from a swarm hive and give them a nice, beautiful main hive. It's always a day of celebration. So we hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you soon.